The man saw with his own eyes his wife holding a girl he didn't recognize. The girl even affectionately called her Mom. That scene made him feel as if he'd been plunged into an ice cave. He called her on the spot to test the waters, but his wife hung up on him. He returned to the hospital to inquire about the situation. The doctor told him that his wife was the hospital director and was very busy with work, but in his eyes, everything had taken a turn for the worse. He had stood by his wife for 5 years. He had secretly invested over 100 million yuan to help her build the hospital into what it is today. He had originally planned to reveal his true identity, but this was the outcome he received. He returned home completely devastated. His brother-in-law was hosting a card game, leaving the house in complete disarray. They treated him like a servant to be ordered around. They even humiliated him in front of everyone, calling him a good-for-nothing freeloader. They even declared that his sister-in-law would be getting a divorce soon. No sooner had the words left their mouths than his wife returned with a man and a girl. The man was lavish with his gifts, presenting a luxury watch and a ring on the spot. He was deliberately showing off. The man watched it all and found it nothing but ironic. He demanded to know the origins of the father and daughter. His wife explained that the man's daughter had a heart condition and was only staying temporarily. The man couldn't accept it. He demanded on the spot that either they leave or he would, but his wife chose to side with them. The man's heart was completely broken. He went back to his room to pack his things, but the little girl framed him. She deliberately cried out, accusing him of hitting her. The man frantically tried to explain. Neither his wife nor his brother-in-law believed him. Instead, they forced him to apologize. In the midst of the argument, his wife suddenly collapsed. Blood instantly stained the floor red. Everyone rushed her to the hospital. The doctor issued a critical condition notice. The man signed without hesitation. In the end, the baby was born safely, a boy. But when the other man found out, he was filled with malice. This child must not be allowed to live. He pretended to visit, but secretly instructed his daughter to harm the infant. The man discovered this in time and stopped her on the spot. Yet his wife still chose to believe the other man, convinced that he was targeting the child. At that moment, his heart was completely broken. 5 years of devotion were worth nothing in her eyes. For the child's safety, he filed for divorce on the spot. He left, carrying his newborn son. He arrived at the Civil Affairs Bureau. The staff urged him to calm down. His wife pretended to try to keep him, but in reality, she was mocking him, implying he couldn't support the child on his own. The man remained resolute. Just then, his brother-in-law and that man arrived. They brought a bombshell piece of news. A top-tier medical research project was set to be awarded to the Guyu family. It would catapult his wife to the top of her field. It could also cure that girl's illness. The two were overjoyed. The man saw right through it all on the spot. He simply let them have their way, but they still humiliated him, calling him incompetent. They even mocked him for deluding himself into thinking he was the heir to a wealthy family. The man offered no further explanation. Nothing mattered anymore. Just as everyone was mocking him, his second older sister appeared. She took him away immediately. His wife ran after them. She turned the tables, accusing him of having an affair. The man offered no explanation. He simply slipped off his ring. 5 years ago, he saved her life. 5 years later, he gave her wealth and prestige. The debt of gratitude was now settled. He turned and walked away, holding their child. From that day forward, they owed each other nothing.